Hi everybody, Andy here with etrailer.com. Let's take a look together at these Diode Dynamics SS3 Pro LED driving pod lights with brackets. These 3-inch LED driving pod lights are going to act as auxiliary high beams and increase your visibility to keep you safe. As you can see, I have this light already connected to my power source, and what you're currently seeing here is one of my favorite features of these lights, and that's the backlight feature. And the backlight on these lights is an amber color, and a little bit more on that in just the next moment. But I do want to show you that I also have this light installed with its bracket, so you are going to receive hardware to install the bracket to the light directly, and then hardware to install the bracket onto your vehicle, and that bracket's going to give you the flexibility to mount this virtually anywhere on your vehicle. And another feature that this bracket offers you is the ability to adjust the angle of the light to wherever is going to be best for you. And then once you have that angle, you can tighten the hardware down on either side and lock that into place. The bracket is designed from aluminum, or constructed of aluminum rather, so it's going to be very durable, it's going to resist corrosion, and it's going to hold up really well for you. So this amber backlight is going to be great to add a stylish touch to your vehicle or give you a little bit more visibility when you're not using the main beam. As you can see, I shut my studio lights off already just to give you a better idea of what that backlight's going to look like in low light or dark conditions. And then there's the main beam, so you can see the big difference there. Again, the backlight and then our main beam. And then I want to give you a better demonstration of that beam, showing you what that actually looks like by shining it on the wall behind me. So that driving pattern beam is going to give you enough width to illuminate a standard road or trail. And this light has a color temperature of 6,000 Kelvin, so that cool white color is going to match most of your factory lights. It's a very crisp color, so it's going to do a great job of increasing your visibility, especially when you're driving in dark conditions. Now this light has a raw lumen rating of 5,796 lumens. The measured lumen rating is 3,000. And let me go ahead and turn my studio lights on here. And again, I just want to show you what that beam looks like, even with my bright studio lights on. And then going back for another close-up, the peak beam intensity of these lights is 66,500 candela. Now you might be wondering what a candela rating is. Well, that kind of rating measures the directional light output, and it is how anything is rated where you want light shining in a specific direction. Lumen ratings are just for omnidirectional output, like your regular light bulbs, where you want light shining in all directions. But for a more detailed description of these ratings, you can visit this product page on our website, or Diode Dynamics provides additional information that you can find. Now the power draw on that main beam is 2.7 amps, and on that backlight it's 0.03 amps. These lights are designed with the newer technology known as custom TIR optics. TIR stands for total internal reflection. So unlike the older technology that uses reflectors or simple projector lenses, which aren't efficient at focusing all of the light where you want it, this custom TIR optic is going to actually collect and focus all of the light forward very efficiently. And instead of having another external lens, certain lens patterns have been molded directly into the surface of this lens. So that's going to prevent the normal efficiency loss you see with an outside lens. As you might know, when you shine light through any type of glass or plastic, you're going to lose some of that light. You could lose up to 10% of that light from it just shining through. So by making it as a part of this lens, you're going to pick up some efficiency there. Now this does include the industry standard integrated Deutsch style pigtail connector, and that's just going to plug directly into the back of the light there, and then it will securely lock into place. And then continuing to look at these lights, this does include a breather patch that's going to prevent any moisture buildup, which is nice. And then as you can see, we do have these heat sinks here on the rear housing of the light, and that's going to help dissipate the heat quickly to increase the longevity of these lights. Now, these lights have been built with high intensity LED chips, and they do feature a durable power coated aluminum construction, and that heavy duty construction is going to do a great job of withstanding extreme temperatures, corrosion, and vibration. Testing has been completed to SAE standards. And in case you didn't know, Diode Dynamics actually designed, engineered, and assembled these lights right down the highway from us here at their headquarters here in the greater St. Louis area. Now, looking at some overall measurements, looking at the width from end to end, we're sitting right at about 3¼ inches wide, and that's going to be the same measurement for our height, 3¼ inches tall, end to end. Obviously, when you add the bracket, that's going to increase the height a little bit. So from the top of our light to the bottom of our bracket, we're sitting right at about 3¾ inches tall. And then looking at the overall depth from the front of our light to the back of our heat sinks, we're looking at about 2 3/8 inches deep. Now, these lights do draw high current, and they do require adequately sized wiring for safe operation. So if you're not using a Diode Dynamics wiring harness, you want to make sure that you're using wiring that's 16 gauge or larger to ensure that safe operation. Now, we do carry these particular lights without the brackets, so if you just want 2 lights without brackets, that is an option. You can also just pick up 1 light with a bracket or without a bracket. And if these lights aren't exactly what you're looking for, we do carry a wide selection of lights from Diode Dynamics here at etrailer.com. So we have different types of lights, different features, different levels of intensity. So if this isn't exactly what you're looking for, take a look at those other offerings that we have from Diode Dynamics, and I'm confident you're going to be able to find just what you're looking for. Well, I think that's going to wrap up our look today. I do hope that our time together was illuminating for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.